Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalima. Here I am just going to talk about on a very important topic. Private teachers, group classes, speaking courses, online conversation partners, language exchange websites, and so on. There is so many things we have access to these days to improve our speaking skills in English. But let's assume that for whatever reason you can't do any of that. Well, because it's different for each person, we all have different circumstances, right? But you really want to be able to speak English, or you really want to need to improve your speaking skills, and your only option is to do this on your own. So, what do you do? And how do you achieve this goal? I have videos where I mention or talk about this way, but let me just briefly summarize it for you and remind you about how you can improve your speaking skills. Speaking skills significantly all by yourself. But first, I want to get into a couple of the most effective exercise to work on your speaking, and then I'll tell you about that one, the best way to improve your speaking by yourself. That I swear by, my first go to exercise that I recommend to everyone is shadowing. If you really make yourself do it regularly, I promise you will see amazing results. This exercise works wonders. If you want to learn more about it, you can click the link in this description to watch the videos where I talk about it a lot. Next, I recommend that you to practice your speaking using my dialogues videos. This is little self advertisement. So guys, these videos are based on the feedback that I have got from you guys and from my students, which I share to my students basically. All right, and those videos I can proudly say that this method has helped a lot to improve your speaking. In those videos we basically have a conversation where you and I have our lines and I say my line, and then you will see your line on the screen and you need to read it out loud of the screen as if you were answering me, and I also perform the full dialogues for you. It's easy and fun. Another way is to find dialogues online and read them out loud. Oh, and before I forget to mention this, you need to speak out loud. I hope it's clear because there is no chance of improving your speaking if you don't speak. So these two exercises that I have just are easy and too effective. Easy because you don't need to come up with your own sentences. You have everything all set and done. All right, and ready for use. Effective because the more you actively use the language, the better and easier you learn and memorize things, including grammar, sentences, structure, patterns, vocabulary, everything. All right, just falls into places on one condition, of course: consistency. And one more exercise that will help you tremendously, not awesome, not only improve your speaking skills but also learn to think in English, is to answer questions or speak on some topic in English freestyle. Answer whose questions you might ask. Well, Google search for I'll speaking test questions or small talk questions, which by the way will come in very handy. Now let's get to the one very thing that you probably won't like, but you will need to do in order to really improve. This way is truly the best and tried and true. You will need to record yourself. Nowadays, we all have phones with cameras, so this shouldn't be a problem. I know it's not awkward. Maybe you feel awkward toward recording yourself and speaking to yourself. First of all, nobody has to see those videos. All right. Second, you will get used to it. But believe me, you need this anyway. But especially because you are working on your own and there is nobody to correct you here. When you listen to yourself back, you can catch your mistakes that otherwise you wouldn't even notice. You make whether they are pronunciation or grammar mistakes, and you can correct them. All right, I'm telling you this from my own experience making my YouTube videos. You won't believe how many mistakes I needed to take at the beginning to say something right. I could completely butcher a word or the whole sentence, or for whatever reason. I could drop some words from sentence, or my intonation was totally off, and I can talk about consequently the message wasn't properly delivered, right? But at the moment of speaking, I didn't realize that I thought that everything sounded pretty good, all right. But when you listen to yourself back, you can catch all of that, analyze and correct. And the more you do this, the less you eventually need to do this. If you don't know what to talk about or find it difficult to structure your thoughts, you can start with dialogues. You can come up with them by yourself or find them online. All right? Or again, you can use my dialogues videos that are called Speak English with Me. And these videos are very soon, I will upload these videos on my YouTube channel. Another great way to improve your speaking by yourself is use the app called Elsa Speak. It helps you to improve your pronunciation in English. Exactly means of recording yourself, and the most awesome and useful part is that the app gives you feedback on your pronunciation with an explanation of what exactly you need to work on. All right, and of course you can practice as much as you need to answer that particular word or sentence and sound. When you read dialogue out aloud, don't forget to record yourself. When I worked with people on their pronunciation using shadowing, I swear people would always drop words out of some of sentences they just heard or the one they were reading, or replace them with other words and they wouldn't even notice that. You can also choose a little fragment of any videos, or you can just talk about podcasts where the native speakers speak and practice fragment and recreate it on videos again. It's very important to record yourself because we make mistakes every time, or drop words not even realizing it. And of course, when you just speak freestyle, just expressing your own thoughts, you need to record yourself. This will help you to identify the things you need to work on. If you don't know what to talk about, you could think of this. Sometimes there is things we want to say to others but can't, and just saying them to yourself out loud helps to get that burden off your shoulders. This can be very therapeutic. Recording yourself is a very powerful tool that I suggest everyone, even those who with teachers, establish an everyday speaking practice routine and get into this. A couple of months of doing this, we will be very worth years of studying English by means of test. Plus, this is very good way to keep track your progress, that in turn will help you to stay motivated. So okay guys, that's it for this video, and don't forget to give thumbs up. All right, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and share my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.